What's up, players? My name is Mike Doherty from Chiptooth Gaming, and this is the CT Podcast, Chiptooth Podcast, and alongside me today is the news guru himself, Kyle Bunyea.
White makes me look like a big fluff ball on the screen.
Looking like the Michelin Man.
Yeah, it's a real wake-up call.
I really gotta make some life choices here.
White on camera, no go.
And making his debut right here on Chiptooth Podcast, Muscle Milk himself, Christopher Barrett. Chris Barrett.
Hello. Hi. I'm new here.
He's my brother-in-law. Married my sister.
Yep.
Now he's here.
Family by law.
Family
Not
by
just
law.
married to your sister, if you know what I'm saying.
Sickening.
Made a baby with her.
I have a daughter.
That's daughter. Cute
Do
little
have a
daughter.
daughter.
How does that make you feel? Someone
Can
sleeping
we
with your
stop-
sister.
Stop talking about this.
It's in marital context, so we're all good.
Doesn't make it not weird.
Yeah, it's not weird.
We need to
We'll
have
talk
him
about-
around more.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I like it. Chris, tell us about yourself. What's your gaming background?
You know
Why are you here?
Why am I here?
Why are
I'm
you
here
on Chiptooth
because
Podcast?
Mikey made me come here.
All right.
Should we
In
try?
the context of thing, why does it make sense for you?
Why
to
does
be
it
here?
make sense to be here? Well, I've always loved video games, and I've kind of grown up with Nintendo. Nintendo's been
Put it on the table.
Nintendo's
Arrowhead water.
been my thing. That's where I got started. Was all Nintendo. I had original NES back when I was like 4 or 5 years old, playing Duck Hunt and Smash Brothers, Mario Brothers. But that's been like it's just gone on from there.
Nintendo guy.
Nintendo's amazing.
He was the first Nintendo
That's
guy I
right,
met.
internet.
This is the guy who convinced me to get a Wii for my birthday.
Yeah. And then it destroyed
And then it
and every
worst
game he
decision
ever bought on that thing.
It was awesome
great.
though because like you gave me the little starter pack. You gave me Smash Brothers. You gave me the Metroid game. You hooked me up with the games, and I was just like, I'm not down for this at all.
and
These are
then
not
you
good
just
games.
like dumped the Nintendo world and you became all
They
anti-Nintendo.
weren't
burned.
That was a very
But
dark patch
Pokemon
in our
Go's got me back.
relationship.
I'm thinking about buying a 3DS.
Don't buy a 3DS.
Why?
Because we'll
3DS
talk about it
is
later.
Amazing.
Don't buy anything
Alright.
right now.
Put a
Sure.
pin in that.
You can't buy an Xbox
Internet,
right now.
'cause
You
we're
can't
gonna
buy
talk
a PS4.
about that.
No, don't buy any consoles
Right here,
now.
Chiptooth exclusive. Not so exclusive. KB, how are
What?
you?
What am I doing?
How are you?
I'm good. What was the breaking news?
Oh,
Exclusive.
Oh, that was he's getting a 3DS.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's not.
He is.
I'm good.
I'm gonna make him.
I'm good.
you boys. You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Real closed-ended question there,
No,
Michael.
well, I'm sorry. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
What's up? What are you
How
feeling,
are
Marshmallow
you?
Man?
Nothing I want to share with the internet.
The news guru himself.
Don't ask me a closed-ended question and expect an open response.
Kyle, what is life?
What is life? You're an idiot. That's what's life.
I don't know how to answer that.
That's my life. What is life, Chris?
Life is being born,
Just look at the camera.
getting
Just
married,
freeze.
I don't
making
know.
babies, and death. That's life.
Oh my gosh.
Having kids that ruin your life.
Heck no,
Bankrupt.
dude.
No way, Jose. Kids,
Dad over
make
here.
it awesome.
Dads.
Dad, future dad.
Not future dad.
Yo,
Not down with kids.
saw
my
the second
goodness.
ultrasound. It's trippy what 2 weeks does.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're getting off topic.
World's
talking
number one
about,
kids
like-
podcast.
You go from like a little oval where you're like,
Lima
okay,
bean.
that's kind of cool. Like, and then the second one, you got freaking hands and feet.
Yeah.
It's
You
like,
know what's
oh
weird? to
man,
There's a parasite
I'm
growing
gonna be a
inside your
dad.
wife.
You know what's weird to me? Why do they have apps that compare this child growing into you to food?
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
It's like,
I
your
never
child
got
is the
that.
size of a lima bean.
He's a meatball right now.
Child is the size of a cucumber.
Next week, he's a
It's like,
medium-sized
That is not
meatball.
what my child
well,
looks
let's be
like.
real. Pregnant women think in terms of food. Their life.
That's true. Well, I feel
is
I
like
think in
dependent on-
terms of
if
food.
that was the
Yeah.
reasoning, I feel like there'd be more things like your child is the size of a tablespoon of peanut butter, or your child's the size of a cheeseburger, because that's what I
They're
felt
going
like
the
my wife
healthy
wanted
route.
to eat when she
They're
was
going
pregnant.
the healthy route. We're
Um,
trying to keep pregnant women
I
healthy.
don't know any pregnant
I mean,
woman that's
they can-
like, I'm in the mood for a lima bean.
boobs are compared to fruit.
What?
You never heard that? Like,
What is
Okay, but
related.
why
Grapefruit?
did boobs come up?
Well, I'm just saying that maybe that's like the thing. Like, just things are compared to fruit. It's just the general rule of thumb.
Well, we don't want to go down that road.
I know. I'm just
I don't
saying.
want to go down
I just
to
don't-
everything that's compared to fruit. Let's not.
I got a few.
We're gonna stop there.
That's where things get edited out.
Yes.
So let's start the bleeps.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, let's get into the news. On
What's up?
the Bunyea report.
That's a thing.
I guess
The
he's
buns.
Incoming. I'm still trying to find out how to like segue things.
Bun
It's very
Central.
yeah.
Bun Central report.
So
Buns.
we're going order of least
hot
important to probably most important in the eyes of me because I'm important.
Yeah, he didn't even pick out the news this
No,
week.
I
It was
didn't.
me.
I had to take a shower and this guy was yelling at
Don't
me.
let the news guru fill you. He's a fraud.
Fool. I won't fill anybody.
What?
You said Phil.
Phil.
Ooh.
Roll back the tape.
English Nazi.
Anyway,
No, this guy critiquing me.
Eurogamer.net.
Ooh.
Robert, don't even want to say your last name. Sega announces 2 new Sonic games. Sega has announced 2 new Sonic games. One that's a retro remake of sorts, and one that's completely new. The new game is dubbed Project Sonic and is due next autumn. Next fall, you pretentious people. Freaking Europeans.
Freaking
dude.
Europeans.
Get a life.
Awesome.
It's in development for NX,
One
PC,
figure.
PS4, shut up, Xbox One. This is my time. A cinematic trailer announced it and heavily suggested there will be co-op. Sonic is joined by another Sonic while he runs towards a giant Robotnik.
2 Sonics.
At least they changed his
Sonics.
name back to Dr. Robotnik.
What
sounds
was it?
like.
What they
It
changed
was
to?
Dr. Egghead for like 20
Well,
years.
it was Eggman
What a
in the
stupid name.
original Japanese one. And when they did it
What
over
up?
to the
Knowledge
United
drop.
States.
This is why I like Chris.
We're American.
He's got
When we
knowledge.
moved,
We're
listen,
American.
listen.
We don't call our villains egg people.
Well, that's why they changed it when they did, because when they had it in Japan, it was Eggman, and when they opened it up in the United States, it was Dr. Robotnik.
Chris got some knowledge.
I do have knowledge.
I like it.
Useless
It's in my
Sonic
past.
knowledge. Anyway, the
Wasn't
retro
all
remake,
just Nintendo.
meanwhile, is called Sonic Mania, and it reimagines bits from Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Sonic CD. Nobody played that one. There are new zones
a
and acts,
classic.
plus a new drop dash ability. Sonic Mania is being released spring 2017 on PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
PC.
Sonic recently celebrated its
PC.
25th
On your
anniversary.
Steams.
Oh.
Last little bit of knowledge.
Wait, what
Sonic
was
is
that?
25 years old. He's younger than me.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway, so no.
Sonic is
Hold on,
still
yeah.
not. Okay, hold on. Let's really unpack this right now.
There's nothing to unpack.
Sonic sucks.
You
Hold
run
on, hold on.
forward.
All right, here
Lay
we
some
go.
context here. What was the last Sonic game that you guys played?
Sonic Colors.
You played Sonic Colors?
My wife bought it, and it was
Oh,
terrible.
I'm sorry.
Generations.
And here's the
Play
thing:
Generations?
when you watch the
Yeah,
trailer,
are they any new ones?
when you watch the trailer for their new Sonic game, it says from the makers of Sonic Color.
Is
Yo,
that
woo.
an accomplishment?
Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks for reminding us of your hot piece of
That's
trash.
that's like
To the world.
That's like a Nickelodeon movie going like from the makers that brought you Avatar: The Last Airbender the movie.
And Ninja Turtles.
We don't talk about that one.
That was
Oh,
so bad.
gosh.
But Sonic,
Makers
what
of
was
Holes 2.
Forgot that was a thing.
Is that a thing? I was just...
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if that's
Holes
a thing.
2, not a thing.
Not a thing.
Nothing.
Not a
No.
thing.
Holes 1 was barely a thing.
Don't tell my wife that. She loves that movie.
Everyone loved that
She
movie.
loves that
It was a
movie.
hot movie.
It was not
Shia LaBeouf.
What was the
Back
last
before he was crazy.
Sonic game you played?
The last one that I tried to play.
You're really making a good
Try.
case.
I know. I'm
supposed to be
trying to
defending
remember the
Sonic.
one. They had a series of 2 of them on the original DS that were actually really good. They were great. There was classic side-scroll Sonic games.
You like Sonic games?
I love Sonic games. I grew up. My friends had a Genesis, so I played. I played on Genesis, and then I also bought like the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles for my computer, and that was one of the first games I ever beat. Was
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, and it was amazing. And that's one of like the last good ones that I ever played. I mean, I tried to play Sonic Adventure with Dreamcast. It's just ugly. I'm sorry. I don't know why everybody thought it was
Sonic's
so cool back
not-
then. But then I also played like the Sonic series on the Game Boy Advance, which was really cool.
It's just
That was still good.
it never appealed. It's not fun.
Sonic Pinball. Remember that?
That
That
hot.
thing?
That was
That was one of the
everyone
only
had
games
a
I
pinball
had.
game back then.
That was one of the only games I had on my Genesis.
Yeah.
Remember when we
Sonic
I'm
Spinball.
down
It
with
wasn't
that.
even pinball. It was Spinball.
Oh,
Sorry.
man.
Freaking Sonic has to be edgy about everything.
Everybody had like some
Spinball.
weird spin-off thing.
What?
Sounds like an STD.
Remember when we
But-
were at the Last of Us premiere? I think. And the guys were there for Sonic Colors.
Oh,
The only
yeah.
guys there. Just to pick up this game.
It
on,
was like 2 lines, and theirs was like 2 people.
Yeah, 2 people
And then
for
The
Sonic
Last of
Colors.
Us was all down the whole way.
So funny. Good
We
times.
made fun of them.
Can't make fun of them. Everyone was in a line at midnight
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. For a game.
that you could have gotten in the
I
morning.
was there, and I didn't even buy the game. What was my problem?
You got a free Skyrim
I was.
lanyard.
Yeah,
did.
duh.
I
Still
still
have
have
it.
the Skyrim
Still have
lanyard. Totally worth it.
Neon Sonic.
I don't care.
Alright, on Sonic, you can play this? If you had a thing to play it?
It depends, because I'm worried. Every single Sonic game that they've come out with that have tried to like break off of the side scroll gameplay pattern or whatever has sucked to me. Yeah, I haven't played
Good
Sonic
boy.
Adventure 2, but you guys go ahead and tell me how good that was, because I didn't even give it a chance. Not even when it was like remade onto the GameCube or whatever, when it was re-released. I didn't do it. I didn't.
Hot trash.
I didn't.
Besides,
I didn't have time. I have to pick and choose the games I want to spend my time on, and that was not a high priority for me, especially with its.
I don't got kids. I don't got a
History.
wife, sucker.
Well, you didn't play it either.
It's true. I wasn't gonna play.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna play that anyway.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Nike's
Oh wait,
alone.
I did play
Remember that.
CT approved.
the Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 1, Episode 2
Sounds
on the
awful.
iPhone.
Okay, we are spending
Did play
way
it on.
too much
Yeah,
time
Sonic.
on an
There's a lot.
irrelevant blue
There's a lot.
hedgehog that
There's
no
a
one knows
huge
anymore.
fan base out there
Hey,
that's
they're
like
trying.
hiding
Sega's
in the
trying to
shadows,
do good games again.
waiting for this guy to come back out.
And they own the people who do Persona. What is their name right now? I'm losing it. You know, you played some Persona?
No, I haven't.
Seems like
I
your
played the Shin Megami Sensei series, which is like supposed to be
game. This is
like a sister.
Chris brings
series.
perspective to things that me and Kyle both don't have.
Yeah.
Would not play.
Well,
that
I
game.
guess I've only played one, so I guess it doesn't count as playing the whole series. But it's
Boy.
still cool. I like it. But anyway,
Cool is a relative term.
cool is relative. And
Just Japanese
cool.
games.
Yeah.
This is cool.
You're cool.
New Batman introduces multiplayer to Telltale's adventure games.
What?
While it feels like there's still a whole lot we don't know about Telltale's upcoming Batman series, one thing we do know is that it won't be exclusively a single-player affair. The game more or less plays out like Telltale's past adventure games, but you can now allow others to participate in the decision-making process. Telltale revealed the new feature at Comic-Con this weekend, as reported by Shack News. So,
Shack News.
basically, it's not... When they say multiplayer, that's kind of a loose term. What it is they're going to give people a URL to your playthrough of the game. They are going to watch your decisions and give you a thumbs up, a thumbs down if they liked it, or liked it, didn't like it, and kind of help you make decisions. So it's not really multiplayer in any real sense of that word. It's going to be popular for Twitch streamers who their audience wants to see the game played a different way, maybe, and they don't want to pour the time into playing it. Or
Who's playing
whatever.
a Telltale game on Twitch?
Someone's going to be
Someone's
playing it.
gonna
It's
do it.
Batman, dude. Batman is relevant again.
Because he's Batman.
Batfleck. Watch the director's cut. You see his butt. You see Batman's butt.
That's a plus for you?
Yep. Always a plus for me.
Ben Affleck's butt.
No, it's Batman.
10 out of 10.
Batman's butt.
Oh.
Batman.
Yeah, get it
Ben
right.
Affleck.
Batman.
No.
All right.
He's not Ben Affleck anymore. He is forever
He's
Batman.
been taken over.
Anyway,
How'd that work for George Clooney?
thumbs
Ooh,
up, thumbs
we'll talk
down.
about
What do you guys think? Is that something that deserves to be called multiplayer?
Sure, I don't care. It's
I don't
Telltale.
know.
It's a Batman game. What? Well, remember when they announced the PS4? They had one of the features that they pitched with it that never ended up happening is when you stream your game, you were able to have people play your game or help you with your game.
Mhm.
Like drop potions and stuff like in games for you. That never happened, but that was one of the things. So it kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah.
This feels like they're forcing it. Like,
Yeah.
You played a
There's tons
Telltale
of-
game?
I've played. What was it?
Walking Dead or
Yeah, I
Back
played
to the
Walking
Future
Dead. I played Walking Dead.
Back to the Future Dead.
So, and then I feel like you're
Future
just
Dead.
forcing a multiplayer on a game. It really doesn't need it.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
I don't even think you can call it multiplayer though. That's the
I
thing.
agree. Yeah, I thought this was.
It's a Twitch stream.
They're
That's
just
all it
trying.
is. But
Friends Interactive.
Digital
Yeah, I guess.
episode 1 releases digitally August 2nd, so we will have
KB
the
is going to do
review
coverage.
next week.
What, of episode 1? Just episode 1?
Yeah, it's only episode 1 right now.
Okay.
You can buy the season pass.
So we're not waiting for the whole thing to unroll.
No.
Okay.
No, we can do episode by episode. I think this will have a big enough following to do something like that. So.
Your boy.
Cool.
Moving on. GameSpot. If this will load.
Whoa.
Oh, 10% battery. Sony financials reveal PlayStation accounts for 78% of profits. Sony Corporation has detailed its financial returns for the 3-month period spanning April 1st to June 30th. The Game and Network Services division, under which PlayStation operates, was revealed to be one of its strongest, having reported increases in both sales and profit. During the period, the G&NS divisions cited sales at $3.2 billion, which is a 14% improvement over the same period in 2015. That's pretty much it. 'Cause
Crazy.
The rest of it is financial jargon that none of you know.
They need...
Go look
none
at the
of
charts,
us
people.
know. Don't act like we know it and they don't.
Yeah, go
We
look
don't
at
know
the charts.
it. You might know it.
Data.
Anyway,
That, but
No,
that's
just
crazy.
kidding. It's important.
They should break off PlayStation and just do PlayStation as like their own company. Sony does not need to own that.
they're losing money everywhere else,
Yeah.
Sony.
except for maybe their TVs. But
Maybe.
That should be their
I feel
motto.
Like, see, the only other people that I know that ever bought a Sony TV are very unhappy with it.
Really?
And it's not just the Sony TV. It's they bought the Sony TV with the Sony Blu-ray player that's supposed to go with it.
I like
and
the
there's
Blu-ray
always problems. Like they've bought this is my sister. She bought like 3 Sony Blu-ray players to go with her Sony TV, and they all just never work. Busted. She ended up getting like a Philips or something.
for real, they're crap.
Yeah.
I've owned one.
Sony.
They're terrible.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I got a motto for you.
Don't listen to
Sony.
He's
We're
biased.
losing money everywhere else.
PlayStation, the only thing we do. Right.
And
I mean-
even that for a while was a little sketchy. A little long in the tooth, but it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
like a-
that's true. Oh
It's
my
like a
gosh.
Michael Scott headline. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, I just think it's. I mean, you had their movie division take a huge hit with that hacking thing last year.
Oh, with the interview?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, that's what it's called. Whatever. It just they
Yeah.
and they destroyed Spider-Man.
Smurfs.
They had to
Paul
sell
Blart
off
Mall
the
Cop 2.
yeah. They had to sell off the rights at least partially. Well, they didn't sell them off, but they brought in someone who can actually make a Spider-Man movie for them because
Stoked.
they can't do
Homecoming.
it.
Oh, I hope it's good.
I don't know. They can't do anything else right, and it's
Yeah,
really
it's
kind
sad.
of funny to
Every
watch.
once in a while, they'll get a decent hit out there
Yeah.
that I like. And I
Yeah.
know they have like an indie arm that puts out a good movie every once in a while, gets some awards somewhere at some festival.
Ratchet and Clank. That was a movie they did.
Did that make
No.
anything?
It didn't make.
Did it make anyone
It smelled
happy?
it smelled like I don't want to say. I don't. This is probably a misquote, but this is just like ballpark numbers or just like the show, the skill, the money they made back. They spent about like $30 million and they made about $4.5 million back on it.
CG movies. Dude.
Who's-
It makes so much?
Speaking
it
of
costs so
losing
much.
revenue, who's making that new Ben-Hur remake?
I have no idea.
Because I read a
think it's
story. I
terrible
read a story
idea.
today.
The classic is way too
Yeah.
good to remake.
Ben-Hur, the remake, Charlton Heston. Anyway,
It's too
this kid's freaking.
young.
Anyway, it's just they said it cost $100 million to make, and their projected sales is $14 million right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh,
So
rough.
I don't know.
Anyway.
When's that supposed to release?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Ugh.
Yeah, right. That's not doing nothing. I haven't seen hardly any
Right.
press about
Well,
it.
that's why their projections are so low.
Oh, you mean the
Yeah.
Jason Bourne movie?
No.
Ben-Hur. Freaking
I
Hur.
don't know. All right, let's
Let's
move
move
on.
on to something Mikey can talk
Yeah,
about.
I
This is
movies.
his
This guy
podcast.
majored in film.
Anyway, you don't have to major in film to watch Ben-Hur. My gosh.
It's a classic.
Do you even
Or
know
at
who
least you,
Charlton Heston
read
is?
the book in high school or something.
Oh, the books.
Don't
This
talk movies with me,
freaking
dude. I don't know
Yeah, but I
movies.
still read it.
That's because you were homeschooled, where you actually
Yeah.
were forced to read books.
You
This
guys read
guy-
a lot more books than I did.
No.
They
You know,
maybe not
had us,
more.
they had us check books out from the library, but we never.
They
read
hand
them.
you a book.
Oh my gosh.
You open it,
What's wrong
and
with
you-
the public school
you-
system, people? Homeschool your kids.
Don't homeschool your kids.
Don't listen to this
They're all
guy.
weirdos.
Don't listen to these fools.
But
He's the anomaly.
we'd get the books.
Homeschool your kids.
We'd get the books.
Yeah.
I'd open it, and I'd fall asleep on my book.
Yeah.
And I'd wake up, and I'd ballpark the test and ace it every time.
You just watch the movie.
That too.
I mean,
that too.
teachers
Chronicles of Narnia,
always
I
said
did
too.
that too.
It doesn't match the movie.
It works.
Bull
Yeah,
crap.
it
I
works.
got A's in English, and all I did was watch the movies.
C's on the movie tests. All you need is a C.
Once and Future
Public
King,
school.
Right.
Sword in the Stone is a good replacement for the first third of that book.
But
I don't care what Mrs. Lane says.
Miss Lane.
She's retired anyway. She hated me. Anyway,
I don't know.
I can't. You know,
just can't even.
guys, I can't be on
I
this
can't
podcast. Oh no.
PlayStation Plus free games of August 2016 for
Ooh.
PS4, PS3, and Vita
I like
lists
free.
have been announced.
All right,
So for the PS4, Rebel Galaxy, don't know what it is. Tricky Towers, don't know what that is.
Sounds fun.
Ultratron, sounds like a special ed transformer.
No offense.
Don't know what that is.
No offense.
PS3, Retrograde, Ultratron again,
Ultratronic.
Yakuza 5.
Oh, on PS3.
Who's 5?
You're supposed to have
Okay.
some kind of comment on these.
No, I mean they're just.
And then
It's just
Vita-
good to know it's PSA. They come out this Tuesday. As you're watching this right now on Tuesday, they're out for you. So go grab them.
Vita, Patapon, and Ultratron.
Oh,
Patapon, what up?
Oh my god.
That was a good PSP
That
game.
was good.
That was like good PSP.
There was
trilogy.
maybe like 4 games that I bought for my PSP before I
But the
sold
PSP
it.
had so many good games.
Okay,
I don't know what you're talking
original PSP, I will give you.
about. Yeah, not the
It was
Vita.
worth
I mean, Vita
the
has
money
good
like
games.
3 years after it was released.
Yeah,
when
because
the
the
price cuts went
Peace
down.
Walker.
Oh, Peace Walker.
The-
But it got
that
re-released.
Daxter games?
Peace
Yeah,
Walker
yeah,
got
but
re-released.
way later.
So it's like, why?
You had a PSP and you like sold it.
Yeah, like a week after I got it.
I bought a PSP so I could mod it and
Yeah.
put my Nintendo games on it.
My parents got
But it
me
didn't-
a PSP for
didn't
straight
get
C's because they thought I was going to get
Gosh,
held back.
You public schooler. I was like, I better get A's and that's it. You get A's or you...
They were happy
Donate.
that I was
No, I don't
just
know.
going to school.
Yeah. That's good.
Surviving.
I'm glad you went to school, Mikey.
Me too. I'm in college now.
Anything to say on any of those?
Nope.
Okay.
It's just good PSA. Go grab them.
Patapon.
They're free now.
That's great.
Games
Do
with
it.
gold too, right?
Yep, that's loading as well. So these will be the games of gold for August 2016 on Xbox One. Warriors Orokai 3 Ultimate.
Okay.
Sounds like a Chris game if I've ever
Orochi.
seen one.
I don't
No,
know. How do you say that?
You
Is
just
it Orokai?
you just have to say it and be confident in it.
And they
Wow.
believe.
I-
I've
break it
learned
down,
this
is
by
it-
doing youth group and teaching Bible
All right,
studies.
internet. Is it Warriors, Orokai,
You just-
or Orochi?
You
or
get
Orochi?
you get a weird word and
Let
you
us know
pronounce
in
it
the
with
comments.
confidence,
Yeah.
and no one questions
Comment.
it except for this guy.
Sorry, I said
WWE 2K16,
Ooh,
which I bought out of just sheer boredom.
was that
like
good?
2 weeks
No,
ago.
it's the best
No,
game.
they're
No?
terrible. They're
Ah,
all
I just
terrible.
miss my
No Mercy was the
wrestling
last
games on the
good.
N64. People,
Yeah.
come on.
No Mercy was the last good wrestling game.
Ah,
No Mercy, man. We had freaking parties.
yeah,
Parties,
that
not
was the stuff.
Wrestling.
dude. I'm getting sucked back into that black hole.
No,
I'm not
Get
even
out.
lying.
Don't
Not
do
even
it,
lying.
man.
My
Dude,
wife is
you
so
can't.
ashamed of me.
The Rock.
She
left.
You
is so
can't.
ashamed of me right now.
Yeah, I would be.
And I'm kind of ashamed. It's like people who watch the Jersey Shore. You don't want to tell anybody that
Do
you
you
watch
watch
it.
Jersey Shore
no,
too?
No.
Okay.
WWD. WWE. Sorry, not WWE.
WWD.
World War.
WWJD.
Anyway,
Okay.
Mix
No,
it up.
okay. What? Okay. WWE, as a grown man watching, is the equivalent
Yep.
of the females like the Keeping Up with the
Yep.
Kardashians.
fully aware, bro.
Yeah.
You should not
That
be
is
watching it
true.
at your
Fully
age.
There's
aware.
no reason to
But
be doing
fully aware,
There's no
and I
good
don't
reason.
care. It is my guilty pleasure, and we all have them. So
That's true. I guess we can.
can't talk.
I know. I'm perfect.
Mikey can't talk about his guilty pleasures on camera.
Yeah, let's.
I milk
did
cheese
you
on
guys
my
catch
balls.
the last one?
That's how you go to jail. Mikey's guilty pleasures.
All right, let's make it weird,
Whoa.
Kyle. This is just going to be seen by my future IGN employee.
Gosh. All right, guys.
Not anymore.
Resume reviewers out there.
Background check this fool.
Yeah.
But GameSpot will
Do
take
it.
me.
Kind of funny would take you too. Bunch of degenerates.
Oh.
Hey,
Look at copyright infringement. They don't care.
okay. It's awesome.
Wow, it's parody. You're good.
Anyway,
Good, kind of funny.
Kevin has a sign.
yeah.
It's parody.
I feel.
Sorry, Kyle.
I feel like.
Oh, that.
I feel like Nick should be the Slimer.
Oh my
'Cause
gosh.
Nick's just.
Are you
skeevy.
totally just ripping them off, Mikey?
What?
We got Mikey here. We got Kyle here.
Hey, douche.
Who's Connor?
Connor's definitely
Connor's
not.
probably
No.
Yeah, he's probably
Okay.
Tim. He's probably Tim.
I would like the kind of funny guy's reaction to this because I genuinely believe Nick should be Slimer, just because he is
Why?
so skeevy. He is
Skeevy man.
the
Just burn bridges
skeeviest old
here.
man
Yeah, let's just
I have
real-
ever listened to in my life.
Let's just totally.
Shout out to Kind of Funny because they're awesome.
Yeah.
But you got the wrong guy as Slimer.
How do you
No.
feel about this?
This looks like Kyle, though. Kevin looks like Kyle.
Kevin, we're soulmates apparently.
Look, I mean,
You gotta
we look
find
like each
me.
other. Bizarro Kyle right there.
It's like
Kyle grew up in San Francisco.
doppelganger.
But I'm not a minority, so I'm not as cool.
you kind of
I mean,
look
Yeah,
like
you
a
could say you're
minority.
Native American.
You got the.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but
Well, you said Native American.
yeah, right.
That's the
I didn't say
proper term.
Indian. Well, they.
He's telling
apparently
someone
they're
to
all called
pretend to
Indians
be.
then.
Oh,
From
so
what I
you're
hear.
in like
From what you hear.
what's that called?
The
It's like-
weird Twilight Zone.
Well, when you're in like a movie that you're like in makeup to be like a different-
Blackface?
Blackface. What would that be for Native Americans?
Red face?
No.
I don't know if we're bordering some offensive.
No,
No, that-
no.
if-
This is a
Hold
legit-
up, hold up.
We're talking about film
If
history.
if
here.
we're talking about putting someone in blackface, if
That's the legit historical.
that is a
subject
sad
right there.
thing
Very
that
sad.
was done in Hollywood, but
Still
it
a
would the
practice
equivalent
these
would
days,
be
unfortunately.
putting someone in red face because the people who put people in blackface were a bunch of racist white people.
Yeah.
So that would have been the term they came
Well,
up
it
with.
still
for-
happens to. Well, like
It does.
Lone
It's okay.
Ranger,
I take it back.
Johnny Depp.
Best Native American ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
never
man.
actually saw that.
Rooney
See,
Mara.
now we're getting some like cultural
Rooney
relevance
Mara
to this
as Tiger
podcast.
Lily?
We're walking that line.
Yeah.
I think Rooney
Oh, that
Mara
was
as Tiger
terrible.
Lily was far worse.
Oh my gosh. Well, you brought up The Last Airbender. Oh my gosh. That was like a big old media
Come on, Hollywood,
fiasco.
figure it out.
Figure it out.
They hated
There's
that.
more than white people in the world.
All right. Next news story.
Disney figured it out. Got that Tiana in there.
They're just checking off their list, going down the line.
Hey, they got
Trying to get there.
they
All
got
the
a
different
Hispanic
races of
princess
princesses.
now on.
That's because the pushback. If they were able to get away with it,
No
they
offense,
keep it all white
Disney. I love your
kids.
movies. I'm gonna go.
That's true.
Fire
Anyway,
your taste.
Xbox 360 Spelunky.
Spelunky.
Hold up. We're gonna take a break real quick. Sorry.
We have
That's
an
how we go.
intermission.
Yep, we have an intermission.
This is my time.
That's nice.
His time. We'll
My
be right back
time.
to you after this break.
Union
Sponsored
break.
by nobody.
Okay, that was really ghetto. But
We have a
Seemed
bad
like a
camera.
real
We're
We
back.
have a bad camera.
we're back.
I thought that was just gonna be nice.
Finishing.
Break, get some
finishing.
water.
Water. Nope.
No, it was
No.
literally just.
We have
stop
to do
playing.
it. Okay. To explain, we have a
I'm
DSLR
good. I don't know
DSLR
what
camera. It's a
Beef
Canon.
Black cherry.
It's not a professional like video camera at all. So we have to have 30
It's a
minutes.
webcast.
So that's why we have
Come on.
cuts. Yeah, that's why
Fine.
we have cuts. So that's why. Kyle, next news story.
Well, let me finish the Xbox 360 list.
Where were we at? Spelunky.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Oh. Ooh.
Ugh.
That's it.
Ugh.
Did anybody play that?
Nope.
We're
I've
done.
heard things about
They're
it.
doing.
I've
They
never
did a
played it.
remake of it.
They've been planning a remake of that forever.
Sorted out.
Pushing wrong buttons.
Just press down. Press down.
I'm touching
Technology's
crap.
really hard.
Not touching this one yet because I want this one to be last. I actually didn't pull this up.
Ooh.
We Happy Few released on Xbox and PC for early access this last week.
Stoked. Wish I had an Xbox.
Got a chance to play it. A lot of fun.
You
You played
you have
it?
early access for your EA thing?
No. This is why I wanted to talk about it because it's confusing for people. Early access for these indie games basically means we're putting out the game before it's done, so you can get.
Beta,
Yeah, I mean.
basically, essentially.
Yeah, but the thing with early access is depending on. I mean, this isn't the case with We Happy Few. They've already announced the complete game will be out next year, but for some titles, early access is going to be how they fund the rest of the game. So
that.
you could buy the game. There's a disclaimer on We Happy Few if you look
Okay,
at
that's
it.
cool.
Fund the
That
rest of the
says-
game?
This game is not a finished product.
Oh my goodness.
This game may not receive any updates. You know, it may not ever get finished. They give you that warning before you spend the $30.
Would you like to pay for a broken game?
But here's the thing: it's
Sold.
not broken. What We Happy Few has done is they haven't put any of the story stuff in yet. It's a very basic survival horror game right now.
you're just
Oh,
getting,
so
like,
it's no
gameplay
story?
down and
No.
stuff.
You
You're
have
getting like a taste.
right. You're getting a taste of it. You're getting a feel for the mechanics and the look of the world. It's a lot of fun. To me, it's worth the $30 to pick up. You'll have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
It's surviving as long as you can.
It's $30
Yeah.
to play a not
But when it does come out, you don't have to pay anything else.
sold. Wait,
That sounds
it's on
nice.
Xbox?
Yes. Xbox One.
Ooh, because the Slim's coming out.
Man.
Just wait.
Slim.
So it was a lot of fun.
Let's make
It's
it smaller
weird.
and
My
make it
wife-
twice as expensive.
My wife was watching me play this, and she had never seen the gameplay trailer that they had at E3 of this game.
Mm.
So she's watching it, and we get to the pinata part, and she's pregnant,
Gosh.
and she threw up in her mouth a little bit.
Oh, she's pregnant too. That's
I
all
did
bad.
too.
When they
I'm
bust the
not pregnant.
pinata open, and I had my Turtle Beach headphones on, so like you can hear them like chowing down into the wrap.
Ugh.
It
I
was
knew
good.
that
It
demo.
was
That was like a gut check moment because when
Yeah.
something didn't seem right, and then as soon as that bat hit,
Yeah.
and you hear that like squish. I was like, oh,
Something's
that's-
wrong.
yeah.
And this
That pinata is alive.
this does give you a little bit more background. You
anymore.
do find
Even
notes
pinata.
around the world. You find journal pages around the world from other characters in the game, so you do get a little bit of backstory as to what is happening and how they got there.
Little taste.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little taste.
Okay, well, tell me. I know you asked about this before, but I think there's a lot of confusion out there. This has nothing to do with Bioshock.
No, it looks like BioShock. It kind of plays like BioShock. It is not BioShock.
Some of the developers peeled off
Right.
when because that studio like downgraded. So it's just like Ken Levine there at that studio. So the people who peeled off of the Infinite project went over to
Oh, that's cool.
start this indie company.
Well, that's great. I just.
We need more BioShock.
I
in our
need
lives.
more.
This
BioShock.
this will quench that BioShock thirst.
That's why I'm hoping
It will.
that it will do, because
Well,
It's
it'll at
been
least
way
get
too
you.
long.
It'll at least get you over to the remastered
yeah.
version of all the BioShocks. That's
Ooh,
coming
I
out.
can't
Oh,
wait
yeah,
for that
that's
too.
right.
Woo! Me and Connor are gonna do a let's play of that.
Yeah, Connor's never played BioShock.
Oh,
He's in
gosh.
for a treat.
That's a
He
game.
needs
That's a
it.
Connor
He
game.
needs
Last story,
top
biggest
10 all
story.
time.
All right,
This
this
is-
one
This is why I yelled at him not to buy a 3DS.
I-
Not because I don't like the 3DS.
Yeah, you
I
better
wanted
not.
Chris on this podcast for this piece of news. He's our resident Nintendo guy.
Don't tap the table. Mikey yelled at me.
Oh, sorry. I forgot about the weird sound.
Got to be aware.
Oh.
Stop it.
What are you
This is
gonna do?
all-
Fire me?
Fix it in
I'm not
post.
paid. This is my house. You can't do it anyway.
This is someone's house, guys.
You
What
can't
up?
fire me.
Studio.
Untouchable. I'm like Donald Trump's son.
Oh jeez.
Who?
Here we go.
No one even knows who he is, but he'll never get fired. Anyway,
A little taste.
Nintendo NX is portable and has detachable controllers using cartridges.
That's still. It's
That's
not
the headline
confirmed.
of this
It's
story.
still rumor.
Okay, but
Weird. No, I know.
every news outlet has gotten their second source on this.
Yes.
Second.
Yeah, second
okay.
source. So it's pretty much all but confirmed.
Yeah.
Reading this paragraph,
But it's
according
still
to
one major
Eurogamer,
source.
Yes.
a
Well,
number of sources have confirmed the NX will be a powerful handheld device that it also had. Sorry, but that terrible grammar, dude. Who is your editor? But that it also has controller modules.
Burning bridges.
Hey, I didn't say where this.
Kind of funny. GameSpot.
I didn't say who it was, you boob.
I didn't put up the middle finger, but I'm gonna put a blur. just to.
If you tell them that, it's not
Anyway.
the same impact. But you know, whatever.
It has controller modules that can be attached to both sides of its screen. The system can also be connected to a docking station for use on a big screen. This base unit effectively connects with what is described by Eurogamer as the brain of the NX, housed within the portable device to a TV. It continues on to state that the NX will use cartridges as its physical media of choice. Nintendo has a long history of using cartridges for its portable gaming devices. It is unclear what capacity these cards will be available in. That's basically it. I mean, that's the big thing is NX is being reported that it is both,
It is a
Yeah.
Vita on steroids.
which
Which is
I'll
no,
take.
That's terrible.
No. Okay, Christopher Barrett.
That's
This
like-
is my bone to
if you-
pick with you right now.
Okay.
What is
Hit me,
up
Mikey.
with the why is the hate on
Internet,
this
this
Vita?
is a little
You
taste of
3DS.
me and Mikey's relationship right here. Our whole life has been like Sony, Nintendo, Sony,
yeah.
Nintendo.
If I
Debate.
wasn't trapped in this corner, I'd leave at this point.
Okay,
He's
no,
not gonna leave.
because me and Chris are big handheld fans. We
Yes.
like our handhelds. I like the Game Boy. We enjoy our handhelds.
Yes.
I was about to go
Portable
to
is
3DS,
the way to go.
I
That's
like
why I'm
portable.
excited for a console hybrid thing.
which we'll talk about this. But
Yeah.
this is a 3D. This is a Vita on steroids, detachable sides. What is with the hate with the Vita? It had good games. It's indie. It's an indie station.
It did not have enough good games for me, honestly. Not
Well, that's
enough.
because
It did not sell the system for me, and one of the reasons why it didn't sell the system to me was because it was so dang expensive.
Okay. Yes.
And all these gimmicks
Now
all
it's
over it. It's like,
$200
oh gosh. It
dollars.
was like the Wii.
Now it's $200 and dead.
They had
end of the
missteps.
Wii.
They had missteps here
With, like,
because
everything.
their memory card cost half the price of the console. So yes, there was missteps.
Yeah.
But it's a great system. It is a great system. It's
May
fun games
I
to play.
chime in?
Chime in.
I have no opinion on this either way.
PlayStation
But-
All Stars.
But
There's a but.
the way you defend the Vita is the exact opposite of the way you attack the Wii U.
Exactly.
You defend the Vita like I defend the
Oh my
Wii U.
gosh.
Okay, but
Just saw
There was
through
good
you,
games.
Mikey.
There wasn't enough.
You're a fraud.
It was too much and too gimmicky. And in all honesty, it was poorly marketed.
okay,
And it was too
you know,
expensive.
good point. Still trash. Vita's awesome. Buy a Vita. Uncharted Golden Abyss. Woo, doggy.
So it's
Some
one.
good stuff.
Nah.
Grab your
Anyway.
shirt.
I don't know.
This is not a Vita discussion, you
No,
freaking
get outta
conversation.
Well, that's
whore.
what I'm saying. It's like it's a Vita on steroids. That's all I was just saying.
Anyway,
3DS sucks.
No, that's a terrible.
I will stand on a soapbox for this new NX. I am so excited
Thank you, Kyle.
for what the potential of this
You
is.
don't go anywhere.
Are you kidding me?
What?
What?
You don't go anywhere.
I am never home.
Your big gripe with the Vita is the playing it other places.
That's a
No.
gripe.
I didn't ever say that.
You don't
Was
have a
that
gripe
you?
with a portable
Nope.
system that's
Nope.
portable.
Must have been a different fat guy. It wasn't me.
What are you gonna
One
go
week.
with this? You work at a place that you
Road
can't do
trips?
this.
People do that.
What road
Flights?
trips do you go on?
We did
Dude,
that.
I do things. I don't
That
know
one- that one
what
time.
you think my life is. I do
He's
things.
not just sitting here waiting for you to come over and do a podcast.
Yeah.
That's just how I imagine everyone.
Where's Mikey?
Mikey's
Where's
coming.
Mikey? People.
It's hot in this room. You die.
Oh god.
Well,
it's really hot.
I'm excited. It being even remotely close
Wipe my
to
brow.
the PS4 and Xbox One graphically, which there are mixed reports on this. Some are saying it's more powerful than that.
Some are saying
I
it's
heard
less.
in between. I
Right.
heard it's supposed to be a lot more powerful than the Wii U, but still below current generation.
Yeah.
Right. No
Well,
one knows
I heard they
what
were
its
trying
graphics
to-
capability is at this point. But
They weren't trying to match the graphics of
Exactly.
current day.
I think that's something that Nintendo has proven over the years, that it doesn't need graphics to
Yeah,
make
that Wii U
a
was
great,
a huge success.
great game.
okay, but how
Okay.
good are you really going to make Mario look?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. There's
The
going to be a
reason you
line
need,
where it's like...
but the reason you do
Have
need
you seen
graphics
Ratchet
is
and
for
Clank?
third party. Who cares?
The remake. I'm just saying that.
Who cares?
It's gorgeous.
It's cool, but I don't need
I
to
don't
count
know.
Mario's mustache hairs.
No.
It takes the cartoon
That'd be
element out of
weird.
it. Yeah.
They made Mario.
It'd be
look
like the Mario Brothers
Yeah.
movie.
creepy.
He would
The
look
game.
like such a freaking windowless van
A
owner.
Steve.
Yeah.
Who rolls around with mustache and overalls?
Yeah,
Peach
exactly.
didn't actually
Who
want his
actually
help.
thought about
Yeah.
this character design.
It was supposed to be
clever.
Popeye
It was clever. What?
initially. Yeah.
Really?
The Donkey Kong game that Mario first debuted on was supposed to be a
gonna
Popeye game.
Oh, they not get the rights or something?
Well, it fell through. It was a partnership with Disney,
Oh,
and things kind of fell
That's
apart. last
right.
minute.
I remember
Donkey
reading
Kong was
something
supposed
about
to be.
that. Kind of kicked Nintendo off to a good start there.
Back to the
Break
day.
off to Disney.
Anyway,
I'm not
So, yeah.
burning a bridge with Disney.
the only thing I'm kind of worried about is how big this thing is going to be,
That's what I was thinking.
and
I'm
the
thinking.
weird controller.
Did you see
situation.
like the
me
actual
see this?
patent that they had out
Yeah.
for it? Or whatever? It looks like it's like a Wii U
I'm thinking
remote.
this with the attachments on the side,
Right.
I'm thinking
which
iPad
I would
mini
like.
size.
Kind
I
of
would
big.
like.
and then
It's a
the
little
side.
big.
It's big,
Yeah.
But it's like, come on, with that you carry around your iPad everywhere.
True,
it's
guess.
like you already
I don't
have.
know. See, I haven't transitioned to this big, huge thing yet. I got the iPhone just 6, and that felt big to me. I didn't get the 6 Plus.
That's a phone.
I
though.
got the original 3DS, not the big fat XL. You know, I still like that my portable fits in my pocket. You know?
Also got that because you're cheap.
No, I got that when it was new.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
When
saying
it
the
was new.
XL, you're not upgrading because
No.
it's like not like you
No,
don't want
I
it.
don't need it.
No,
I don't
but
feel like Nintendo's giving me a reason to need an XL
I think
yet.
they're giving.
I do want a new 3DS, is what
That's
I really
because you can't
should
play
invest
new
in.
games.
Anyway.
on
Well,
it.
there's only a handful of games right now for it. But
Yeah.
Anyway, back to
March
Our
2017 is the targeted release date. When
well, you
do
know
you
that's going to get
think?
delayed.
When do you think this actually gets announced?
I want to say November.
I don't know.
September.
If they're pushing for that, I mean, they're going to want to get pre-orders by Christmas.
That's why I'm saying November. It's holiday season. A lot of
Yeah.
people.
That's what's weird to me about this March release date. It seems like
It's
a
kinda
terrible
odd.
time.
They
to release
think
a system.
they're, but it's Nintendo.
That's true.
They're
Um,
banking
does that mean?
and they're banking on their
They-
fandom
They
here.
suck at marketing.
That too.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ooh.
Did you see E3 this year? They had one game, and it stole the whole show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't
one
mean-
man.
Game
Doesn't mean they're good at
stole the
marketing.
whole show.
Doesn't mean they're good at marketing.
It takes a
That's
good
a
marketer
good marketing
to
thing to
you
bring to E3 one game.
You give me any other company that can bring one game to a show. And
Anybody can do that. Doesn't mean it's a good idea.
It didn't steal the show.
Yeah, it didn't steal
totally
the show.
No, okay, well,
thank
you
you.
argue.
You
about
go
it.
to
It
any
stole the
you
show.
go to any media outlet.
IGN
Sony
game
had
of the show.
game of
Brian
Legend of
Altano
Zelda.
is the
game
one-
of the show. But there's a million things going on.
That's
There are
not
many
like-
things going on. but-
Everything else,
oh
this
my
thing.
Gosh.
Yeah.
it's just because Nintendo's finally doing something different. So people are thinking it's a big old whoop-de-doo about
It
it.
is a big
Well,
old
no,
When
whoop-de-doo.
people have been doing Nintendo better than Nintendo's been doing Nintendo.
Who has been doing Nintendo
Open world
better than
RPG
Nintendo?
games?
Okay, well that's
The
different.
Witcher, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn's not even out yet.
I know, and it's gonna do better.
How do you know?
Dude, that
Have you
game
played
looks
it?
phenomenal.
I'm gonna tear apart your theory here. Have you even played it?
No, and
You don't
exactly.
know, you have no idea.
Exactly, but I'm saying from what I've seen, that game looks phenomenal.
It does look phenomenal. I'm excited about
Just
Horizon
saying,
Zero
if
Dawn.
they were marketing geniuses, the Wii U would be in a better position.
They're-
What up?
The
Oh,
Wii U-
And I love Nintendo.
We
I love
We don't talk
Nintendo.
about the Wii U, guys.
I love Nintendo.
We don't talk about the
But
Wii U.
they
Talk about this.
Their
suck at talking
marketing
about
is
their
not
stuff.
bad. Their marketing is different. They're trying, like with Nintendo Directs, they're trying
Different
to
is
localize
always
an
bad.
audience. No, it's not bad.
It is
It's
always bad.
experimentation.
different.
They
is
have
bad.
a core audience that will never leave them
I know.
because of
I can't
them.
believe all those people who bought the Wii came over to buy the Wii U.
I didn't. buy
Core
the Wii U.
audience.
I'm sorry. I'm not a core.
There's your.
audience. I did not buy the Wii U, but that doesn't mean I won't buy the Wii U.
No.
Still,
Why would you buy the Wii U? The
Because-
NX is coming out.
I feel like my process for buying a system is I usually don't buy it right off the bat.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, gaming world. I'm sorry. I'm
Buy
not
it when
your
it's
that
dead.
hardcore. I wait until there's an actual decent
Yeah, I gotta buy a
library.
Wii U.
I'll wait till there's an actual decent library of games for me to choose from.
Those are all going
Which
to be
is
over on the
why
NX.
I haven't bought a
Yeah.
Wii U.
Yeah.
Which I know that's why another reason I'm waiting, because like backwards compatibility is amazing, but like that's the reason why I had never bought the PS Vita, because it never gave me a reason
Fair enough.
that it had a decent library of games. 3DS, I had to wait. Like I think I waited a year before I actually bought it,
You
so I
did.
had a decent library of games to choose from. That's my process.
One more thing I want to bring up before we move on from this story. Take-Two commented on the NX and Nintendo, and they said they're believers.
Ooh.
So Take-Two, for
One
those
They
of
third
have
party,
a lot of
finally.
third. No, they have a lot of
it
third
was
party.
it was
Not now.
Not now.
no, Ubisoft,
EA.
EA, and EA have also come out in support of
Mm-hmm.
what they're
Square
seeing.
Enix.
Now,
I'm glad. I'm
now,
glad.
Take-Two
That's what it
is
needs.
not saying they have seen the NX. They're just saying they believe in
support it.
Nintendo.
Good.
That's because
They
they're
don't
like, how many
know-
times can you get this wrong?
Right. Well, I mean, they've been around
You
forever.
could get it wrong.
Let's be real. There's a reason they've
I
been
know.
around forever. So, for those of you that don't know, Take-Two, their big one was Red Dead Redemption. They were the developer that worked on that under Rockstar.
Well, and they also publish a lot.
Right.
Bioshock.
Right. But I'm just saying their big thing that everyone's still waiting on is Red Dead 3 technically, but anyway, it'd be kind of interesting if they came out and announced Red Dead
For NX.
with NX.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be crazy. That actually makes a lot of sense now.
Broke
That I'm
the
thinking about
internet.
it. But NX, I'm not gonna poop on it yet.
You better not.
Not yet. I
We'll
mean,
wait. We'll
right
wait.
there, that sounds intriguing. I like the
See?
Vita.
Thank you.
I would like to play, a new Pokemon game on it. Like, imagine if launch lineup. What do you want to see out of
Yeah,
this launch
I think
that's what I want.
I'm
I
glad
think
that's-
NX's life depends on what it launches with.
If
Zelda, so it's
Yeah,
down.
I
there
think
you go.
it has to.
If
That
it-
was the
it
reason
has to.
like Wii did good.
If it also
'Cause it
launches with
launched
the backlog of the
Twilight
Wii U,
Princess.
Yeah.
if it launches with the backlog of the Wii U and the launch games, sold.
Well, you
Hands
throw-
down, Smash Brothers, Mario Kart.
I also think there's a 3D Mario game that we haven't heard anything about yet. That's my bold prediction for the NX release lineup.
Oh, I'm sure.
We haven't gotten a 3D Mario game in the life cycle of the Wii U.
3D
There's-
Mario game, Zelda.
What is it?
I mean, 3D Land,
Yeah,
yes
3D
it is,
Land.
but it's basically Mario Brothers.
It
It's a side
is.
scroller, essentially. I have it. It's good.
Yeah.
It's essentially a side scroller.
I actually wanted to play that.
I
That was
was.
fun.
I played it too, and I wasn't like.
But I mean,
sold,
like
but
a Mario
we need a
Galaxy,
real,
Mario
like,
Sunshine.
Mario Galaxy 3.
Right.
Mario Sunshine.
Mario Sunshine was
I
a lot of fun.
never played
It was
that all
different.
the way through.
But it was a lot of fun.
But I
Anyway.
don't know why there's so much hate for it.
I
What
think
about Galaxy?
I think
I
the
played
NX's
Galaxy,
life depends on what it launches with.
Yeah.
If it comes out with that back catalog, I think it's enough to sustain it till it has a
Also,
game.
though, with that back catalog, the people who bought it on Wii U better get it at a super discounted rate.
You know it's not going to happen.
No, I know, but that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have you bought
They have
on
to
Nintendo, the virtual store?
Yeah.
You can buy a game, and then you have to buy it on the next system
I
and the
know,
next
yeah.
system. Sony, that's what's nice
There's
about
got-
that.
I know
they
in the
have to
past They've done
reward-
some kind of incentive for people who have bought
They
it,
have to
but
reward
it's not
the
a big
people
incentive.
that bought the Wii U.
I was-
They have to.
On the PSN the other day,
Marketing strategy: reward your supporters.
that stuck with that piece of crap
Yeah.
console you launched.
Yeah.
I was on the PSN, just a little aside, I was on the PSN the other day. I saw Journey. I clicked on it. I saw that I already bought it. I bought that when I got my PS3, like, Valentine's Day.
That is
I was like,
something
oh,
we need
I
to
have it on the PS4 now. That's awesome. And then go back and respond. So
Yeah.
they need to do that.
Yeah, and they're making steps toward that because they did that with the 3DS.
Achievements do.
Yes, they do need achievements, but the 3DS they are actually I don't know if they've got it down yet, but they've like condensed
so.
like where you can. That's what they're trying to do with Mitomo and all that. All your purchases are supposed to be in like one account.
Little taste
Taste.
of our topic.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all we have.
And X. Man. So,
What does NX stand for? Is this still a code name, right?
I
This is
think
the
it's a
official
code
title,
name.
isn't it?
They better call it that.
That'd
If
be
they
dope.
come out and say Wii U me,
X
Oh
gonna give
gosh,
it to you.
I'm
no.
I'm
X
out.
gonna give it to you. What if it's just called the Wii 2? No, the Wii 1. Take Xbox's marketing staff.
It'd be like the us or something.
We us.
We us.
We all.
We all.
that one wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, that's kinda
Drop
clever.
the
No,
Wii.
That's
Don't do
clever,
Wii.
Nintendo.
Drop the Wii.
Nintendo.
Yeah, we need to start Nintendo.
Or what if it was a play on the entertainment system, like SNES, but like Extreme SNES, like something. What if they went back?
No,
to that?
just
You're
stick
like,
with
yeah,
NX.
just get out of here.
They just need to stick with NX. It's a good name. People are familiar with
Yeah.
it. Just stick with it.
I don't know. That launch lineup though. Excited about it.
I hope it's good.
But
We got some support.
and
We got a
even-
lot of support.
Even if you pronounce the letters NX, sounds like next.
It's their next
So-
system.
Just leave it at that NX.
speaking, so you brought up. I'm sorry. You brought up mobile games a minute ago.
Yes.
So that's a good segue, even though it's not a good segue because
Segues
we
are
went past it.
Segways.
You brought up mobile games, so that brings us into our topic of the show.
When did we bring up mobile
Topic of the
games?
show.
He just said.
Oh,
he
we
was
were talking about Vita, 3DS.
Well,
I really
you were
need to
talking
start
about,
paying attention.
Mitomo, you were talking
Yes,
about Pokemon Go.
That's right.
And we were big on Pokemon Go, like we said on our first
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon.
Careful. Tiptoeing the racist line.
Oh gosh.
So
I hope
Jump
we're
rope with
totally
that.
offending everybody in this video.
we
Offending all the
definitely
races, offending all the people that actually get paid to do what's happening right here.
Europeans.
The Europeans.
Fix your poster, and I won't complain.
Into topic of the week, Chris.
Yes.
You're our guest, so you
Okay.
bring the random topic of the week.
I feel like a guess. It wasn't a real break.
That's right. The real breaks here at Chip Tooth Gaming.
Yeah, can we have a poop break?
No.
We need a trailer. We need a PA.
how it goes.
I'm in
cold
pain.
waters.
Look, I wish I could have all this. I wish
red meat.
I could have a bigger studio.
No air
I wish I
conditioning in
could
this
have
studio.
Hey, they don't know though.
They don't
know.
They
how
don't know
small
that
this
it's a
is.
comforter
not
above
a
our
brick
heads.
wall.
There's a comforter above our heads.
This is Christmas.
Borrowed
wrapping.
my lights.
Borrowed lights with wax paper over them.
Christmas wrapping.
Yes.
Stop pointing out all the flaws.
That would be pretty sick if you wrapped my Christmas gifts in that, though. That's a lot manlier of a wrapping paper.
Note to self.
There's a line right here.
Stop. Stop it.
Stop
pointing it out.
Just tear down his whole studio on his video.
You probably could.
The internet would
Just
rage.
poke your hole right here and just.
I would have laughed
Oh,
if you
man.
ripped through it.
Oh, that's
Maybe
so sad.
maybe when we tear down one day. Chris, what's your topic?
Okay, so I just kind of wanted to bring up like the potential of mobile gaming because we have Pokemon Go. We have we have all these studios trying to get games mobile now on like when we're talking about phone gaming. So taste. So go, Kyle. What was your first mobile game? Was there even a mobile game that made you think there might be potential
Now, are we?
in phone gaming?
In phone
not
gaming.
topping, not just excluding 3DS, Vita, Game Gear, Nvidia. We're not talking about those.
Deep cuts.
Yeah. We're not talking about those.
Game Gear.
Oh gosh, it's
So,
classy.
what was the first one that made me think there was potential in it?
Yeah,
Pokemon Go.
that was it.
That's it.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Yeah, my answer is there is no potential in mobile gaming, and I know you don't like to hear this, but I want to bring up to you.
Go for it. Hit me.
It's the Wii effect.
Oh gosh. I'm done talking with you
No,
about
I know, but
the
it's
Wii
like
effect.
it's like look at all these games that set the world on fire. Your Candy Crushes died off. Worlds with Friends died off.
I'm not talking
Flappy
about
Bird.
casual
Flappy
gaming
Bird.
here. There are some in-depth games.
I don't want to play on a touch.
Super Brothers Swords and Sorcery.
I need
Oh
buttons.
my gosh, there's
What the crap? Was that a stroke?
No, there's like so many. out
What were
there.
those
Oh my
words
gosh.
that just came out of
Dude,
your
we
mouth?
have, Zenonia, the RPG series. We've got Infinity Blade 1, 2, 3. That's like this is a classic on there. Nobody's ever played this.
No.
Was this a bad topic to bring up?
No,
See,
because-
this is
because
my worry. I was like,
We're gonna
Mikey, I don't want to bring up
we're
this
gonna
topic
broaden
if
it,
no one
though.
else has played any of
Because
these
we're gonna
games
broaden
here.
it.
Okay, well let's broaden it now.
No,
Because
hold on.
currently-
I want to talk about this though.
Okay,
Because
let's
there
go
really
for
is
it.
no future in mobile gaming. You cannot. Why play it on a touchscreen? I don't want to do that. I don't want. That's not where I want my entertainment. On my phone, where everything else is.
That's
Now,
what you
Pokemon
want.
Go. That's
Okay.
the right, perfect experience
Exactly.
for me in what I want.
So
I
there
want
is
something
potential.
pocket, but I don't want to play a full-fledged game. I want something super
So you want to
basic.
be a casual gamer.
But here's the thing: I want something like Pokemon Go. That's what I'm saying. I want something.
See, this is what. Okay, I've told you this, Mikey. This makes me crazy that you love this game so much because prior to this game, if I told you there was a game that was going to make you walk, if I told you there's a game that was a Nintendo property,
Mhm.
and I told you there was a game that was on your phone,
Mhm.
you'd light my house on fire.
Yes, absolutely. And this is what I'm saying. This is the turning point for me because sadly, I don't want a full-fledged experience on my phone. But the casual games, I can pick up Flappy Bird and then it will die off in a minute, in a hot minute. Like you're play it for a week and then no one's talking about it.
Nova.
Pokemon Go.
Oh, there's a great one. I'm sorry, I'm losing. I'm like totally scrolling down the line of great games on my phone.
Pokemon Go is caught my attention and it's keeping my attention and it's going to keep other people's attention as they update it and as they make it bigger and bigger and bigger and better. So that's the potential. A casual game, kind of, with a property that I care about, with fun mechanics, with a fun idea that keeps me engaged, not just dies off. That's what mobile gaming is to me. That's the potential of mobile gaming. I don't want to play.
You don't want
I don't want to play an
casual,
Uncharted. I don't want to play an RPG. I don't want to play
Ah.
anything on a phone. I need buttons. And that's why I want to broaden it because there's a future in handheld gaming.
Well, that is probably why you lean away from Nintendo because Nintendo is the one pushing for all these new technologies like 3DS with the touchscreen, and stuff like that. I feel like
touchscreen has been around for a while.
I know it's been around for a while, but I feel like when that came out, you were like, bah, I hate new technology. I want buttons, you know? But there's other things out there to try.
But they partner with buttons, and that's what matters.
Yeah, but whatever. I feel like there's potential. Kyle, stop being quiet.
I have nothing.
Well, and this
For the
is...
first time in my life, I have nothing to say.
That's why I'm kind of worried right now.
It's okay.
I don't think I've ever seen you this quiet for this long.
Because I want to... Because like I said, I want
You want to know the last mobile game I played other than Pokemon Go? Dumb Ways to Die. Because it has a great song.
Ways to die.
So many.
Oh my
No,
god.
we're gonna get a copyright strike.
Oh yeah. No, we're not. We can sing
You're
it.
so good, dude.
Oh, sing
You're
it.
so good at it. You nail it.
I was just like, that was great. Do you know that was a mobile game that was from like, it was supposed to be like a
It's from
gaming
a metro.
PSA.
Yeah, it was from a metro station.
Teach people not to jump on the train tracks.
That's sad.
Isn't
You
that
have to
crazy?
teach
You
people
have
how
to
do that.
You
in
have
America.
to make a game to
It
teach
wasn't-
people don't jump on the train tracks.
You know what? You
when there's a
probably-
train, because that's a dumb way to die.
For some reason, I don't think it was
America.
Americans.
It probably wasn't.
I feel like
we
that's a
don't use-
UK thing.
I feel
That's
like
very
Americans
British
don't use
humor.
the train enough.
That is extreme British humor.
Yeah,
I like it. It's funny.
it was. It was pretty.
Downton Abbey, same style of humor.
Yes, Downton Abbey.
Oh.
Hooked me for a whole 6
Anyway.
seasons.
And you're making never mind.
Okay, so you're excited about... Now, this is where I wanted to brought in. Okay, so those games, I'm sure,
Great.
are great. I need
You need to try them.
it on a system. I just need it. And this is why I want to broaden it. You're excited about the NX because it's a handheld. What is the potential
Kind of.
for
I'm excited
handheld
about
gaming
the
in general?
hybrid. The hybrid
Console
aspect.
handle.
Okay, but that's been around since PS3 though. So.
No,
Okay,
that doesn't
that
count.
PlayStation.
It has to
we're
be
just talking about
something
that.
good
A
and not
successful.
cost as much as the
hybrid.
actual
Nintendo
system.
successful. That's a dog.
Hey,
I had to burp. I'm sorry.
calm
guys.
down.
Bad dog.
Dumb dog. Don't get a dog.
Don't get a dog. Don't have
Anyway,
kids either.
What
Have
was your
kids.
question?
And homeschool.
What's your potential with this NX now being a hybrid, with being a mobile game? What's the potential for mobile gaming? Just ignore it.
The
There's
barking-
a dog barking. We get it.
The barking changes.
This is a house, not
We're
a
in
studio.
action. We're in the middle of a life.
So potential of mobile or of these dogs drive me nuts. Potential of portable gaming.
Yes.
You don't think they've reached their potential yet?
You're saying they can go any higher.
I mean, we know what we're getting.
What about the NX? That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's going to be
I
anything.
feel like that's a good step,
game-changing.
though.
Yeah,
Like,
but
we're not talking about like advancing the handheld market, but it's
Right.
like bridging the gap, which
Yeah,
is.
I don't think it's
going
going to change anything as far as the handheld gaming is concerned.
I think. No, it's just complete speculation theory on my part. I think the NX comes out, and if they do everything right, which God help us, please Nintendo do something right. Come out, do an awesome launch lineup, set the world on fire, do a Pokemon game, get people, because now Pokemon Go, you've now got that audience, this engagement with Pokemon.
You got a new
that
audience,
you, yeah,
which
that
is
you've
weird.
never had before. That's set the world on fire. This becomes a big thing. NX becomes a big thing. I think it inspires some other people to get into the handheld gaming business and try to compete and take that market.
Compete with
Because
people.
I think this is going to be big. I really do. In America, it's hard to get the handheld popular.
Is
Just
it?
because that commute, we don't really commute.
But I think,
In America, we're in California, dude. Everybody.
I know, but
is-
you're driving.
yeah, we're
You're Southern California.
commuters.
Other than the Bay Area where I live,
Oh yeah, we're talking about like
you're
public transport.
Yeah, you're driving. There's no like commute.
Yeah.
Like where do you have time?
I don't think it. I think you're forgetting that it's going to be a home console technically too.
I know.
So all these third-party developers aren't necessarily going to be diving into the handheld market. They're going to be making their games for a hybrid device.
Yes.
They're not going to make a handheld game. They're going to make Call of Duty that works on a handheld, but it's going to be that's on Nintendo to make it work.
Yeah, and I think this is kind of gonna revitalize the market. I mean, even though they have such a strong hold, I think you're gonna see people try to jump in and try to do copycat what Nintendo's doing. I think you even see Sony give it another shot because they're just that crazy enough to do it, even though after the failure of the PS Vita. But again, Nintendo's trying after the failure of the Wii U, so we good.
We're talking about handheld market here. They're on top of things.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't want to hear
So
it.
I'm saying you're going to see people try to get this formula down because I really do believe Nintendo is going to have this on lock. This is going to be everything we've wanted in Nintendo for a while. And that's coming from and this is coming from a guy who is so staunchly burnt by Nintendo. So I really do believe in this.
Like, here's what I am so excited for. And this is going to sound nuts, but long plane rides with my wife.
Whole experience.
When we went to Disney World, we watched freaking Hotel Impossible or whatever. It wasn't Restaurant Impossible. It was the hotel one. Because that was the only thing worth watching on Southwest free TV on board.
Your boy Gordon Ramsay.
I was so bored. So the idea of being able to play Mario Kart with my wife on an airplane or Smash Brothers or whatever, like that is what's so cool to me. Is just you can play multiplayer anywhere.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying that's why it needs to come out with an Apple structure though. It can't come out Fisher Price tablet, Wii U. It needs to come out nice design, good battery life, something that like you can really dig your teeth into. Yeah. Because like I said, I would be sold to try out, a Pokemon or a even the Zelda on that.
Can I bring this up too? Is it time to change the Pokemon model?
Yes.
Like they've had the same basic model for their core games. I mean, Pokemon Go is a change. But I'm talking about like from Red to Pokemon XY, it has been the same thing. I want, and this is going to sound crazy, because I don't know how it would work. I kind of want an open world. The jump from Fallout 2 to Fallout 3 was huge, because it changed everything. I want that kind of jump for Pokemon.
I do too.
I thought that was supposed to be kind of like what Pokemon Go was. It just takes you, open world is the real world.
Yeah, now imagine, now, but take that and give it more depth. Like a full-fledged...
In a developed world.
Yeah, in a developed world.
Where you don't have to walk.
A 3D developed world, not an overhead
Imagine...
Because that's the thing. Pokemon games are open world RPGs. That's what they are. But...
Action.
Like I want open world 3D, action. Yeah.
Oh, doctor, I want this.
Really cool.
I will sign me up for this. Sick. And then Ambio, I guess you can do the amiibos. Too.
Yeah.
Throw those in.
Ambios?
Ambios.
I fixed it. I corrected it, everybody. Let's
all make fun of Mikey.
Amiibos.
It's fun. You all should try it.
Making fun of Mikey is the highlight of anybody I meet.
That is why we're here.
Yeah, really. But, an open world action Pokemon RPG where you can actually like fight with the Pokemon like a fighting game. Like each has their like own style, not like a fighting game, but like
that seems like it'd be an interesting concept.
I think
I know they're trying to spin off of the.
And you don't have to.
If they did it with
you don't have to engage.
It's terrible.
You don't have to engage with a freaking Zubat every time you walk into one.
Oh my gosh!
You can look at it. You can look at it and then choose.
Lose my mind.
You can choose if you want to go after it or not. I mean, that's what we get with Pokemon Go, but I'm just having freaking Vietnam flashbacks to Pokemon Red and Blue, where you're walking around that mountain cave, and every 5 feet there's a Zubat, and the screen goes. I don't want the Zubat,
dude. This game.
Gosh. Anyway,
imagine cool. Like a Horizon Zero Dawn.
Totally got us off topic.
Oh no,
yeah.
This is the potential. Because if you do like a Horizon Zero Dawn, like imagine that world, but then you have your Ash walking around. Okay.
Ash, wow, that's throwing it back.
He's still the main character.
Is he?
Yeah.
He hasn't grown up. He's still a 12-year-old running around with adults.
So you have Ash. It's the original 100 and whatever, 50 what? Pokemon. The original.
That's 150.
Yeah.
150. You have the original 150. You walk around as Ash, and like it looks as beautiful as like a Horizon Zero Dawn or whatever. And instead of the dinosaurs, those are Pokemon, and you have to catch them. Or like you go to like a far mountain to catch like the rare mountain Pokemon or whatever. I don't know how Pokemon works. This is my first foray into it.
It's pretty accurate, actually.
Yeah. So it's
not that hard to grasp.
Imagine that, and then you upgrade this.
Catch them all.
It's for 9-year-olds.
And you train them, and you go to the gym.
Yeah, we're playing.
Yeah.
I mean, and then take that and bring in like that journey online aspect where you run into players like and you run into other players and you battle and it's just like online. Yeah,
so it'd be like an MMO.
Yeah, kind of, but
Have you guys
You
ever
could
gotten
also
into
do
an
it single.
MMO,
Nope.
like a major
Not a
game,
nerd.
like Warcraft?
I
or
mean,
anything?
I played Warcraft for about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
And I was like,
Oh.
this is
DCO.
dumb.
I had a
DC
1 month
Universe.
Warcraft
Yeah, I didn't
demo,
get into that.
and it felt
Like, I
like
played
chores
it, but-
online.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Chores online.
Chores.
That's what
The video
MMOs are.
game.
Okay,
That's what it's felt like.
Go
You
collect
need to
10
go
spider
Get a
sacks.
spider leg.
Yeah.
but here's
Come
the
back
thing.
here.
Come back so I can build my potion.
Here's how you fix
Now
this.
collect 20 more.
Yeah.
You could play offline.
Yeah.
What?
The game.
Yeah.
They just spawn in like CPs.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think
Anyway.
that's the way around it.
Whatever.
It doesn't feel.
So
feel
that-
Take that concept.
That's where the
Make some
potential.
Nintendo.
Do
That's
it.
where the potential is for NX. Is these a developer like Niantic that is not owned by Nintendo, getting
Yeah.
their hands on one of their IPs and doing something different, and Nintendo being open to that.
That would be cool.
Now you imagine Take Two. This would be even crazier. Take Two getting their hands on Star Fox.
Or Metroid.
Oh man.
Like
Oh,
they're,
Metroid.
I would like to see them branch out and trust these developers more with their time.
Like
They're
Halo's
starting
doing
and they
Halo
are,
Wars.
but
they
it
are.
hasn't-
Konami with Smash Brothers.
Yeah, that was a good one.
They're
Not
slowly
Bandai
Na-
Namco.
Bandai.
Namco,
Yeah, sorry,
yeah.
sorry, not Konami.
But
Not
they've taken risks with
Man.
theirs like lately.
Yeah.
Tried, but it hasn't like Metroid Other M.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was not a good
Yeah.
not a good.
They
risk
have to trust it
taken
with the
there.
right people. They can't
Yeah.
just throw it out there.
Like Sony.
Yeah.
Like Sony has
Yeah.
done with their third
Yeah.
They have
Third party.
contracts with other
second party.
studios.
I'm going crazy.
No.
Rocksteady Zelda game.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be insane.
I would love that. I'm
not.
See, this
I'm
is
not
the
ready
problem.
to
I
let
am
Zelda
so
go though.
I am so
I'm not
excited
ready.
that I'm making stuff up in my head, and I am.
You're gonna be so
I
let
am
down.
going to be let
Yeah,
down
you're gonna
because
be
I'm building
disappointed,
this
dude. You just have
up.
to
I want them to trust these developers
Taste,
a lot
taste.
more
Just the taste.
than what they've done in the past.
That's a new thing.
That was like 20 minutes in, and then we just keep going.
Taste.
Taste.
I like it. I think there's potential. I think Sony could possibly jump in if this finds success.
Mhm.
But again, they need to knock it off with the gimmicks, just like Nintendo, just like maybe is the back touch cool concept
Yeah.
gimmick.
They need to find a piece of hardware
Take
that
cameras-
works for the gameplay,
Take-
not the other way around.
Cameras off handheld devices, by the way. There better not be a camera on this thing.
There
I
is.
don't think.
Is there?
This
Look
is
at the
an
design.
iPad.
No, I'm saying on the NX.
Oh,
They
I was
didn't
like,
show
on the
anything on the
iPad?
back.
Because they always use the most low grade, like
Yeah.
webcam quality camera on
5
everything.
Megapixel.
Ugh.
Tore it off a flip phone from the 90s.
Yeah,
and
it really
stuck
looks
on
like
everything.
it looks like a Razer flip
Yeah.
phone camera.
Yeah.
Like they got all those junk parts and
uh,
just
I tried playing around with like the 3D camera on my 3DS, and it's just ugly.
you're a photographer, you know.
Yeah, I'm kind of picky with cameras.
No. Future mobile gaming. Maybe there is one. Maybe there
Maybe.
isn't.
All right.
NX. We're all on board on NX.
Yeah.
Day one.
Yeah. If I
No.
can swing my wife
No announcements so far. Your day one
Really
right
see
now.
that.
right now, yeah, just because of Zelda, because
Only
I won't
Zelda.
get it on Wii.
Wii U, yeah, obviously.
I'm not gonna waste my money.
Chris, this guy, like you said, you don't do this.
Yeah, it's not.
But
bad.
if it has the back catalog of the Wii,
It's really going to depend on that opening lineup. for
Well,
me.
their price point too. We didn't bring
and the
this up.
price, yeah.
I think with it being a handheld, they need to come out and say 300.
Yeah.
And not
ooh,
that's expensive.
ugh.
That's
It's
expensive.
not that expensive
But-
for an opening console.
Right. That's
No.
how it's starting out. I don't know. For a handheld,
That's high for a handheld,
Yeah.
but it's not high
It's
for
But
a
it's a
console.
hybrid.
Right.
That's where
Right.
they get you.
I think it'll fall somewhere between 250 and 300. I don't think it'll be less.
Where
than
did
250.
Wii U start? Wii U started at
350.
350, right?
yeah,
But it went down like
Yeah,
the next
it-
day.
Actually, you
needed
know,
to.
I think it maybe started at 4. I'd have to look at it.
I think it started at
I remember.
350,
Anyway,
I don't remember.
but
and then went down to 3, and then
I don't think it will be less than 250. I think 250 will be the base.
Yeah.
I would like that. If that's it, then I'm day one no matter what, just because how cheap it is.
Mhm.
Because actually, no, I can't say that. They need to sell me on it. They need,
Yeah.
like you said,
I
launch
need-
lineup,
I
back
need
catalog.
Games.
Launch
I need
lineup,
games.
Back catalog, sold.
Yeah.
If they don't do that, if they do this bullcrap
Yeah.
Wii U, we don't have third party support, we don't have this, whatever.
It's looking good for that so far.
Yes.
But We need confirmation. We need game titles.
I'm almost day one. I'm almost with Kyle, but it's just like Nintendo's burned me before, so I'm gonna wait on it. I did not like the Wii, Chris.
Oh my gosh!
I'm not you.
How
I did
can
not
you
like
hate
the
the Wii?
I'll tell you
was
how.
like its
Well, we
crown.
were ending.
No, now this thing. How do you hate the Wii? How do you hate ugly
He
games
doesn't hate the
on
Wii.
underpowered console that doesn't have anything else but Nintendo games?
Yeah.
I hate the Wii.
Yeah, you said, why do you hate the Wii?
Oh, what?
I don't.
Oh, I know you said, why do you
He's
hate the Wii?
being. He's
No,
like.
You
you said.
I know, he said, why do you hate the Wii? I
He
said,
said-
why do I hate the Wii?
No,
He said. You
why
said.
do you-
He said.
He said.
What?
Yo, he said, I said, he said, little taste.
you said
I said,
taste.
why do you hate the Wii?
Okay,
So
well
you
that's
were
a good way to
repeating
end that.
his question.
Yes, I was
back.
repeating his question back.
He was-
I wasn't asking him, why do you hate the Wii?
I was
He
going
was
to
trying-
say.
Why do you
He
hate the
was
Wii?
pretending
Why
like
wouldn't
me.
you hate the Wii?
He was
Well, don't get crazy.
asking
Dude,
rhetorical
that game.
questions.
Yes, Smash Brothers is fun. There are some good games on it. Not worth it for the Wii. You can only play Wii bowling so many times.
Wii bowling?
Yeah.
That was the peak of your experience
No, I'm
on
just
the Wii?
saying. That's why people bought it. Is because Wii Sports.
Oh, man. That's not why I bought it.
You're a nerd. And you like bad
You're
games.
a nerd? Are you calling someone a nerd on a podcast?
That's the
Yeah.
joke,
for
Chris.
Gaming?
I'm a big nerd. That's the joke. I
Yeah.
call people. I say, hey, you piece of
So
nerds.
funny.
I'm gonna go play my PS
He's
Vita.
making jokes. On
Anyway,
podcasts.
ladies and gentlemen, we're all in on the
keep-
NX for the most part, if they do it right. Are you? Let us know in the comments down below what you think.
No one ever comments.
Yeah, they
Please
do.
comment.
Please
He
comment.
commented.
I
Comment
did
for
once,
Chris.
and I was like, that was funny.
No, you said something about food when you said,
Oh,
Chris on here.
yeah.
Still no food.
You had a shout out to me, so I reacted.
Yeah, what's
So
up?
shout out to all of you.
Shout out to you. Comment down below. Let us know. How did you like your shout out? What do you know about Nintendo NX?
It
What do you
was
think? Let us know down in the comments below. What do you want to see us come from us? What content do you want us to see us make?
You're struggling right now.
I know. It's
Yeah,
hard.
it's
I need to
just-
get used to this. Like, share, or like,
Subscribe.
subscribe, share. That's it.
Just troll the comments.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Just make
Don't
fun
do
of
that,
him.
please. Don't do
Make fun of this guy.
Like, subscribe, share. Let us grow. Let us become famous for you, so we can do it for
Let
you
us
and make
fly.
comment. I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
The only reason I'm doing this is so he can get noticed by them. And that's it.
Yeah,
I don't
want
wanna
to
be famous.
Please. It's really hot in here.
I'm tired of him. Get him away from me.
Kindoffunny.com, IGN.
Get
Check me
him
out.
away from me.
Yeah.
Until next time, players. My name is Mike Doherty. You can find me on Twitter at Cheeks_Junior. I'm having a stroke right now. I think a heat stroke. This is Chris Barrett, Muscle Milk himself. You can find him on Twitter at
Ocarina Pro 2005.
check him out. And then KB, the news guru himself, Kyle Bunyea. You can find him on Twitter at Sketchy Mailman. I cannot close this. This is really difficult. Yeah, breathe. Until next time, players. This has been Chiptooth Gaming. Curse the king.